Usually the calmer he remained, the calmer they got. He asked if she needed medical attention. No, she said. To the lesser trained, a wild-eyed woman dressed in just a bra and telling a story involving a gunman would be caused to start slowly stepping away or to call in mental health professionals. Instead, Hernandez listened intently. Suddenly, something Erica said clicked. A small detail in the current of words. Somehow, Erica had stumbled onto one of a dozen or so law enforcement officers in Webb County who knew precisely what to do with the information she was sharing. Sit tight, Hernandez told Erica. He positioned her by his SUV's driver's side door, then glanced around the gas station to make sure the gunman wasn't still hunting her. After waiting nearly 20 minutes for Laredo police, he texted E.J. Salinas, a Texas Ranger special investigator who had been working a double murder case in Laredo that, for nearly 2 weeks, had stumped him and the entire Criminal Investigation Division at the Webb County Sheriff's Office. 5 minutes later, Salinas called him. Tengo una girl, Hernandez told the ranger in Spanglish, who escaped from a guy who pointed a gun at her. Bring her in, Salinas replied. 4 weeks earlier, on the afternoon of August 17th, 2018, Melissa Ramirez had been edgier than usual. Her sister-in-law, Gracie Perez, convinced her to accompany her across the international bridge into Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, to buy a tube of clotrimazole ointment for a rash that had bubbled across the neck of Gracie's 2-year-old daughter. Melissa, 29, didn't like Nuevo Laredo and rarely ventured there. She was born in Laredo, Texas, a city perched on the international boundary between Texas and Mexico, where nearly everyone spoke Spanish, where shop signs offered barbacoa, tacos, seguros de auto, and muffler repair, and where most people had a tia or primo living across the Rio Grande in Nuevo Laredo. Even though Laredo and Nuevo Laredo were closely aligned, separated only by a 400-foot-long bridge over a bend in the Rio Grande, Melissa feared the drug cartels and hitmen who prowled the Mexican side. In her 29 years, Melissa had only ventured across the bridge into Mexico a half-dozen times. But Gracie was insistent. The ointment was cheaper in Mexico than in the United States and could be bought without a prescription and with fewer questions. She didn't want to cross over alone. Melissa was close to her sister-in-law. The two had gotten pregnant within a few years of each other as teenagers, had attended the same high school, shared a similar dry sense of humor, and both adored Melissa's younger brother, Cesar Ramirez, Gracie's husband. Melissa loved Gracie and would do anything for her. After a few pleading phone calls, Melissa relented and agreed to go with her into Mexico. When Gracie picked her up at a friend's home near downtown Laredo, Melissa had just polished off a 24-ounce can of Four Loko malt liquor beer, which packs the alcoholic punch of several smaller beers. Melissa drank, but it was rare to see her this inebriated. Standing 5 feet 8 inches and barely 120 pounds, it didn't take much to wobble her, and here she was, buzzed, moving with that cocky gait Gracie had seen before. Melissa slid into Gracie's car and giggled and rambled from one topic to the next, her speech choppy and slurry, her eyes rheumy. Melissa's straight, shoulder-length hair was so inky black, it sometimes shaded blue. Her eyes were round and liquid black, and squinted when she laughed, which was often. She had high, rounded cheekbones and smooth, pearly white skin, fairer than the darker, indigenous Mexican features of other Latinas in Laredo. A natural beauty glinted through, veiled by years of substance and physical abuse to her body. Gracie drove past strip malls, anchored by H-E-B supermarkets and AutoZone stores, past 2 Taco Palenques and Los Jacales Mexican restaurant. Despite the blistering heat of the tail end of a South Texas summer, with temperatures still in triple digits, Laredo bustled with shoppers. Street vendors selling cacahuates in white paper cones, green uniformed Border Patrol agents rumbling down avenues in white Ford Explorers, and residents busily driving.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.